During the war, my father was asked to teach in San Gompers because there were so many people that went to war and they needed people with experience, and my father was one of them. And we had during that period ration stamps so that we can get sugar, coffee, shoes. Racism was very prominent in those days, and on my father's job they knew he was Jewish, so they cut he had a change in the locker because of his job. He would wear overalls, and his regular pants were hanging. They cut it in half and they nailed his shoes to the floor. And when I worked for Woolworth, I didn't use my right name. I used my cousin's name, that was Malley, because they weren't hiring Jewish people. And my maiden name was Cohen. So I used my cousin's name, Malley, and then they found out that I wasn't a Malley, I was a Cohen, and they fired me. My sister was older than me, so she took advantage of me somehow. She, when she wanted something, and if I wouldn't give it to her, she would hit me. She would scratch me, pull my hair. It was really terrible, but I tried to hit her, and it was not easy because I was much smaller than her. And I don't think she remembers this, but I remember when she broke my arm. I was in a wicker stroller and she was pushing me, and she shoved the stroller so fast and let go that my arm hit the bar. I fell out. The arm hit the bar and my arm was broken. She cried too, but she was sorry. And I was injured. And my mother yelled, but took care of the situation. My brother Arthur, I think, he's 3 years younger than me. I think when we lived on Charlotte Street, 1519 Charlotte Street, I think he was born. I'm not sure, because if it wasn't 1519 Charlotte, we moved to 1895. No, it wasn't 1895. It was Crotona Avenue. I forgot the number of Crotona. And from there, we moved to 708 East 176th Street. And that was before we moved to 1895 Belmont, which we all lived in 1895 Belmont. My brother Arthur was a schlepper. He always schlepped with me because he didn't want to be alone. And I took him all over with my friend Frida. My brother was a schlepper and he came with us. And he wanted to be in the Sea Scouts, I think it was. And he joined the Sea Scouts, and he was very proud of the uniform, very stolzy. So, and my father was very affectionate to my brother because he always wanted a son. And he had 2 daughters that he felt, 2 girls, but a son, oh, the world opened up when my brother was born. And he had blonde curly hair, and my father thought that looked very feminine, so he took him to the barber and had his head shaved. And he no longer had blonde curly hair. But then it came out straight. He had straight blonde hair. My mother, it seems that her stomach started to protrude, and my grandmother was very concerned that there was something wrong with her. So my grandmother suggested she go to the doctor, which she did, and they told her that she had a tumor the size of a lemon. So she came home crying, I have a tumor, I have a tumor. My grandma said, go to another doctor and see what he says. She goes to another doctor and he said she has a tumor the size of a grapefruit. She came hysterical. So my grandma suggested she go to Women's Hospital in New York, downtown, and she went, and there they told her she was having a baby. And she said, no, it's a tumor. It can't be a baby. And the little tumor was my brother Harvey, who was born 2.5 pounds. And my father was elated because he had another son. So that was my brother's birth, the tumor. Shine.